Greetings, my friends. What bills are being passed right now in Congress? What is the status of the fourth round of stimulus checks? So, dear friends, I know that many of you are wondering what the exact timeline is for the fourth stimulus package, and also who will be eligible to receive an extra crisis relief payment this year. Well, the good news, friends, is that new bills have been approved, which means millions of Americans can claim a fourth stimulus check. So friends, please make sure to stay tuned to learn more about the details. I will also be announcing the winners of this week's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway at the end of this video.
We've got to get it on with it. We got to move. The next time, we don't need headlines saying that someone was killed when the next bridge collapsed. We're also providing billions more for roads and so much more. We saw today when a bridge is in disrepair, it literally can threaten lives. As soon as we heard about the bridge, we were immediately in contact with the mayor. Mr. Mayor, you're doing a hell of a job. And the governor and other officials on the ground. And we're going to rebuild that bridge, along with thousands of other bridges in Pennsylvania and across the country, because it's in our interest, for our own safety's sake. And it generates commerce in a way that we can't do now. That's part of how we're going to build a better America. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So thank you for the introduction, JoJo, Mayor, Mr. Mayor, County Executive Rich Fitzgerald. Great to see you again, pal. And it's good to be here with so many outstanding folks, particularly the Governor, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. John, I had you in front of me when I was playing at Delaware. I could have been an All-American. I could have been big. And Connor Lamb, it's great to see you, man. And you're doing a hell of a job, all of you. And my good friend and former neighbor in Scranton, Bobby Casey. Now, his dad, we're about the same spread. His dad was...
There is now a long list of U.S. states in the country that are looking to send tax rebate checks out to their citizens in order to try and help them cope with the highest inflation rates in 40 years. The goal is to try and give a cash boost to citizens in these states. After many weeks of discussions of providing some kind of economic relief to residents of the state of Delaware, state lawmakers and Delaware Governor John Carney plan to use part of the state's record-setting surplus to provide each resident a $300 stimulus check. The $186.6 million plan, paid out of the state's surplus, would send a direct check to any resident of Delaware that filed a 2020 tax return. It is impacting hundreds of thousands of residents. The bill is expected to be fast-tracked since it has support from Republican and Democratic parties. And also, Governor John Carney has already endorsed the effort. Friends, this is really wonderful news for those of you that reside in the state of Delaware. In an official statement, Governor Carney said, "My hope is that these direct payments will provide some measure of relief for Delaware families who are dealing with higher costs at the grocery store and the gas pump. These direct payments to Delaware families are part of a broader, responsible budget proposal that will invest in education, our economy, and Delaware communities, and also increase our reserves to prepare our state for the future." Earlier this month, House Republicans unveiled a plan that would direct $100 stimulus checks to residents of Delaware. In lieu of cutting the gas tax, Delaware levies a tax on 23 cents per gallon of gasoline and 22 cents per gallon on diesel. As the crisis has entered its second year, the supply chain continues to be overwhelmed with delays and workforce shortages, as well as being unable to keep up with the skyrocketing demand. The annual inflation rate in the United States accelerated to nearly 8% last month, which is the highest in 40 years. It is extremely important that Congress starts to send out additional crisis relief checks very soon, or else millions of Americans may begin to slip into deep poverty. The federal government has the opportunity to provide direct relief to every taxpayer in the state. Rebates are one way that we can help offset Americans' recent hardships and ease the burden that many are facing. So, good friends, what are your thoughts on this? Do you support sending out $300 checks to all taxpayers Let me know in the comment section below. Now, friends, there are also some economists that are debating on whether the government should send out more relief checks or suspend a tax. California is flush with cash. The state has an estimated budget surplus of about $21 billion. And separately, gas prices are way up in that state. And gas prices are way up. Last week, Assembly members proposed giving every California taxpayer $400 to offset new, higher prices for goods and especially gas. A few days later, the Los Angeles Times reported details of another proposal. This one is from Democratic leaders in the legislature. Now, this proposal included $200 to each taxpayer, plus $200 for each kid for families, making up to $250,000 a year, and a grant program with the same benefits for people who do not usually file income taxes. Then this past Wednesday, Governor Gavin Newsom threw another idea into the mix. His proposal would give car and truck owners $400 per vehicle via debit cards for up to 2 vehicles per person. The governor's proposal does not have an income cap in order to include all Californians who are facing higher prices due to the cost of oil. The plan to send cash to Californians directly come on the heels of Republican calls to temporarily suspend the state's gas tax of roughly 51 cents per gallon in its entirety, and a proposal from the governor in January to pause a planned 3-cent increase in the state gas tax. Lawmakers want to do something in response to the higher gas prices. What remains to be negotiated is who gets how much and how exactly they will receive it. Well, my good friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you very, very much for joining me here today. I greatly appreciate all of you who join me daily and watch my videos. The 3 winners of this week's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway are Juanita Riddle, Zelinda Hodgkins, and Margaret Alexander. Congratulations, friends! Please note that if I have named you as a winner of the gift card, do check your notifications page. Thank you very much, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed weekend.